Horse and Pet Incorporated, Brad and Jenny Ferris. The premium that they'll receive has been donated by or sponsored by TransOva. The Reserve Champion Heifer banner was sponsored by Larrity Farms, Clyde and Vicky Sharp. The Reserve Champion buckle was sponsored by Stokes Equipment. And the premium was donated by the Arizona National Livestock Show. Let's give all of our sponsors a big round of applause.
With that said, let's put our hands together for a great heifer show that we've had today, this afternoon. You know, I leaded it off this morning and I talked about what was happening today in Oklahoma. We lost someone that was the one that made the show ring happen for these young people. And today I want to just mention him again, is we lost Mr. Callahan. And if you go probably through the Angus genetics and as well as some of these Hereford genetics, I guarantee you he has a big part of what sire, what dam was in those females all across the paper, I guess you could say. I think he is the one that makes the beef industry what it is today. I know he was a big mentor of mine and my family. He was the one that helped us have the success in the ring that we did. And I think sometimes we forget, without people like Mr. Callahan, there probably wouldn't be shows. I'll never forget when COVID happened and our world turned upside down. He did whatever could possibly be happening. If every major was canceled, he darn sure made sure that there was a show for the juniors. And I think no matter, I know everyone in Oklahoma is celebrating him today and what we did, but I think right here we probably should just put our hands together for what Callahan did for the show industry and the show ring. The older generation, I guess I fall into that, probably have a little more and know him just a tad more than you young people, but you will see the EX brand from here on, from the beginning till the end, and he was a big part of that. So young people, if you don't know that name, you darn sure will here in the future, because you'll see that EX brand in a lot of places. With that said, thank the National for having me. It was a privilege to come down here and start the Heifer Show. I always remember this show growing up. We loaded up right during Christmas. We got down here, we showed cattle, and then we got home real quick for 24 hours and turned around and went to the National Western. But there's something about coming to the Arizona National as a family right after the holidays. You could get every gift and present under the world, but you young people that took time on Christmas morning to go load tack or wash or dye those cattle, that says something about the work ethic that you have and the pride that you have in your project. You know, when I got on the plane this morning, I was like, man, I really don't want to get up this early and drive to the airport. And I had that discouragement that I should be at a funeral. But when I got here and the first class was Angus heifers and the quality came out like it did, it excited me. It got my blood boiling and it got better throughout the day in terms of quality of females. When you get these line of heifers out here, be proud. Be proud to own them. Be proud to be standing out here. I think this is a very, very competitive show. This morning I was talking to some people. You guys got your plates full of shows, and you got to pick and choose someone. And if you chose to come to Arizona, you came to a great show. If you're going to Denver or Congress or Fort Worth, good luck to you, because I think each one of these females will be competitive with that. There's a couple heifers out here in my mind that are extremely good, and I'm just going to talk the heifers that are in contention in my mind out here. The Angus heifer, I think one from her shoulder back, her substance, her power, her body, she's neat. She's unique for that breed because she has so much power and so much bone. Does she have that long, stretchy neck that sometimes we like to tie to? she doesn't. And I don't think it hurts her, but it probably doesn't help her as much as we'd like out here. But man, from her shoulder back, if you want a cow with some turn to rib cage, you want power and you want bone, you would tie to that one pretty quick. The Hereford heifer that comes out, I think one that's just true and youthful. That was a very, very competitive breed, and I think there's a lot of good ones that went back to the stall. This thing through her front end, you can't make them any fresher and more youthful than she is. I like the extra length of side she has, her hip and hind leg. Maybe gives up the extra power of some other heifers out here, but she won that particular breed because she was so fresh and she was so youthful at this stage of the game. That's a nice female. And then we shoot back here to the percentage. I think another one that's also in contention, I think a female in terms of power and depth, you tie to. I think on her hip and height, you're almost ideal. It's her mid-rib forward. I kind of pick on her. She wants to run downhill ever so slightly. Maybe opens at the top part of her blade there a little bit. But from her mid-rib back, she's almost perfect in terms of body shape, her muscle, her width. I just think she's really correct the way that hip and hind leg coordinate together. Like to change her front end just a little bit and pick her up there. But nice set of females, nothing to take away from the rest of them. I just think those three are really, really good. They're very exceptional when you bring them back out here. Let's put our hands together for the Arizona National, but more importantly, these young people that we have in the ring.
Congratulations, your champion heifer is Camden Crisp from Gainesville, Texas. We would be bringing in Anna Harrison of Monteith, California. Your reserve champion female or heifer belongs to Camden Flood of Oakdale, California.
Are we doing top 5 or no? No, just 2. Oh, damn.
Into the Best of Arizona division. So if you are on the list, we need you to be ringside and ready to go. Lacey Bell Desmond, Tyler Poquette, And entry number 6496, Emma Shaw. As they enter the ring, I'd like to introduce I would like to introduce our sponsors for the Best of Arizona. The champion banner was donated by Robert Kemp Corrigan Foundation. They'll also be receiving a premium that was sponsored by the Robert Kemper Corrigan Foundation. The reserve champion banner was donated by the Robert Kemper Corrigan Foundation. And the premium for the reserve Best of Arizona was also sponsored by the Robert Kemper Corrigan Foundation. Please give them a big round of applause.
As these Heifers circle the ring, compliments to you Arizona exhibitors. If you look through here, and if you have a memory, and sometimes mine gets a little foggy, some of these females were at the top of their class. Some of them also got a piece of their divisions, and also some of their breed divisions as well. So that says something how competitive Arizona is. There's one heifer out here, and we're going to get them stopped and pulled together. She was in contention, and she was in my back of my mind pretty hard, and being in contention in the last heifer show with the overall heifer, I guess, division. And I think out here she wins this pretty easy. Young lady right here, you're going to be our champion here at Arizona Bride.
Congratulations to Lacey Bell Desmond of Casa Grande, Arizona.
And then when you go for selection for your reserve, I think it gets a little closer out here. But there's a heifer that I saw in class as well as her division that I thought was pretty tough. I think one that has got a bright future that could be in the same boat as this heifer next year. Young lady right here in front of me, you're going to be reserve out here for me. Congratulations to you.